Hi, my name is Emily Weaver, and today my application presentation is over Module 15, which is the critical theory of communication in organizations. This theory is presented by Professor Stan Dietz. He was a professor at the University of Colorado, and through it, he believes that everyone who is significantly affected by a corporate policy should have a voice in the decision-making process. Dietz says that corporations control and colonize modern life in ways that no government or public body since the feudal era ever thought possible. Dietz really wants to examine communication practices in organizations that undermine fully representative decision-making and thus reduce the quality, innovation, and fairness of business decisions. He believes that creation of meaning is dangerous. Us as consumers should not 100% trust big corporations, as what they are saying could be largely fiction. He does not make the manager the enemy. The true enemy is managerialism. Managerialism is a systematic logic, set of routine practices and ideology that values control over all other concerns. As consumers, if something goes wrong, we immediately look at who's to blame and oftentimes blame the wrong person. Even though that's easy for us to do, it isn't right. I truly believe that if you work hard, show dedication, and give a lot of heart and time to your employer, you should be able to have a voice. You know what you're talking about at this point in your career, and you're a credible employee with a great reputation to back yourself up. Most employees willingly give unending loyalty without getting much in return, and Dietz calls that consent. Managerialism promotes workers' consent through systematically distorted communication, which is a form of discourse that restricts what can be said or even considered. Communication from employees is encouraged through many different ways, such as a suggestion box, open meetings, or email or text chains. I know in my past work experience, a lot of it has been through texting just because it was easier, and I always found that I liked doing that because it's always easier to text someone or email someone rather than saying it to their face. Through this involvement from employees, they're able to speak freely and air their issues, speak their desires, and even recommend different ways of working. Accurate communication is needed from employees and employers, no matter how big the corporation is. I never have worked for a big corporation, but I'm about to start at one. I'm presenting this from Florida right now. I'm about to move to Disney World in a few days because I'm going to be participating in the Disney College program, and I'll be working there for the next semester. So I'm about to work for a huge corporation. I know just because I will be there for such little amount of time, I have no room to go charging up to the boss's office and demanding something. I have no right to do that. I'm only going to be there for a few months. However, if I've given that company, 20 plus years and have grown as a person through that job and I've helped the company grow, I would feel comfortable with letting my voice be heard and speaking my mind. And I feel like the employer should seek experienced employees for their opinion because I feel like they really know the job and the atmosphere best, and I feel like they would be able to give good advice and give different ways for the company to grow as a big corporation. And it's always best for, the big corporations. They seem humongous, but it's so important that the employees are heard in them. So that is my application presentation for the critical theory of communication in organizations. Thank you.